So many people are having regrets after purchasing a car. I will say cars today, they are so expensive, overly priced, shall I say. These things are no different than they were 5 years ago. Since everything has went up, of course, they make you believe that everything has to be overly priced, right? So here we are with people that have regrets, buyer's remorse, if you will, from buying these expensive ass cars.
Hey guys, I just posted a video about how much. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Oh my god, I can't even swallow anyway. I just posted a video about how good this car is. I love the Tesla, you know. Fuck the Tesla. I miss my Camry. I don't even have anywhere to put my freaking phone at in this car.
Okay, so I think she's just disappointed in the whole electric system of the whole thing, I guess.
This car sucks. If you went on TikTok talking about, oh my god, I love my Tesla, it's the best car ever, you're a liar. But honestly, I think Toyota screwed me over, like, because I don't live 40 miles from my freaking job. I live like max 20 miles. Tell me how I wasted 40 freaking miles. With how often I had to charge is the same shit as putting gas. So yeah, anyone want to buy a Tesla, please? Please buy this Tesla off me. Like literally, I hate this car. Like who convinced me that a Tesla is better than a freaking Camry? Who? Because you're wrong. This car sucks. It sucks. And honestly, I was trying to gaslight myself and make myself feel like this is like the best car ever just because I really wanted it. And it's like so pretty looking, but it's so bad. Like I don't understand. Like who?
Looks like she got convinced through the intranets. She allowed TikTok to convince her to do something she really didn't want to do. But you know what, I feel this isn't what this video is about, clearly, but cars without gas, electric cars just don't make sense to me. You go to the gas station, even if you got to go in and pay, it's going to take less time to do that. Go in, pay, come out, pump your gas, and you out of there. With a with an electric car, you have to sit and wait. I don't know how long you have to sit and wait. And if that's if the pump is not the pump, but the electric charger is even acting right. You know what I'm saying? And then don't let it be cold outside. I'm sure if it's cold outside, I'm sure that slows the whole entire process down. So freaking electric cars just don't make sense to me. I didn't watch that video, so I wasn't aware that that's what she was talking about. I thought she was crying about her car payment, but that's not it.
Who genuinely likes their Tesla? What? The worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving. And it's not the car itself. Like, I literally love this car. I can't imagine myself driving anything else. It's the fact that I have car payments, which is so stupid. It literally makes me sick thinking about it. I wish we would have just waited like a year and maybe saved up like $20,000 in cash and bought a used car, because purchasing a brand new car was so dumb. Not only did it lose value like the second we drove it off the lot, but now we're paying interest payments on top of that. And this car is already 2 years old. Like, it was only brand new for like 5 minutes, so might as well have bought a used car. But at least I learned that lesson in my early 20s so that I never do that again in my life.
See, car payments these days are ridiculous. I feel like they're starting out at like $700. Back in my day, I think I said this in another video, my first car payment was $167. Granted, it was a used car, but even with that being said, I'm sure back then the newer cars were not starting out at $700-800 unless it was a luxury car. You know what I'm saying? But these days, they want that much just for regular cars.
Experiencing buyer's remorse after you already purchased a car is probably one of the worst feelings ever. Now, as a car salesman, I've seen this happen on multiple occasions. Shoot, I had a customer that traded out their car after only 2 weeks because there's features in the car that they wanted that they didn't opt for. They knew that they should have opted for the trim level that was one step up and they didn't. In only 2 weeks, they lost like $5,000 on their car. So they ended up trading in their car that they bought from the other dealership and bought ours, and it was the same exact car, only difference was options. One of the easiest ways to avoid buyer's remorse is to simply do your research beforehand. And when I say research, I'm just saying research in general. You guys need to know exactly what car you want, what options you need, and also what budget you have for your next vehicle. There's even some people who get buyer's remorse after they purchased the perfect vehicle, but the car was simply out of their budget. Now, let's say you know exactly what car you want to buy. One thing that you can always do is just rent the car in the meantime. Renting the car is like an extended test drive. It gives you time to see if this car fits your lifestyle. It's literally just a trial before you make the commitment.
Okay, so let me put y'all on real quick. So back during the bandemic, whatever you want to call it, I bought not only one, but two motherfucking high-end.
Whoa, potty mouth. But if you can buy 2 high-end cars, you are balling. Unless you was doing that PPP loan now. Come on.
Luxury cars. I got a BMW and a Range Rover. And looking back, I could really slap the fuck out of myself if I'm just being honest. Not because I couldn't afford it then or now, but because I'm no longer trying to keep up with chasing a look. You feel me? I really wasn't thinking long term when I bought these dumb investments.
First of all, don't call them investments, ma'am, because they're taking money out of your pocket, not putting money into your pocket. But why do you need 2 cars at a time? That's dumb to begin with. You can only drive one, so why do you need 2? Unless you're married and you have, or you living with somebody or whatever, then okay, but 2 at a time for what?
Just be honest with you. It's really nothing cute about being stuck with 2 high-end ass car notes. I promise you that. Especially when it's a depreciating asset. But forget the situation. Here's the lesson. If you're going to get a higher end car, lease it. Do not finance it for 6 to 7 years just to be stuck in a car note that you no longer really want. Then you can't sell it without taking a hit. Because this is the thing. When I bought my cars, y'all know everything was overpriced during motherfucking pandemic. So not only am I in a hole with 2 vehicles, you get what I'm saying? It's just like they're not even worth it for what I'm paying on them. They really don't hold their value. Like, they lost their value so motherfucking quick. It's crazy. I mean, unless you got money and you just like, fuck it, you don't care, and you just want to, you know what I'm saying, blow your money on a vehicle, do you by any means. But for me, I feel like if I would have leased my cars, leasing would have gave me a way better out. You get what
Like the other girl said, cars lose their value as soon as you drive them off a lot. That's crazy. You can sign the paper for a car, drive off and be like, oh, I don't want this anymore. And you try to turn back around 5 minutes later to take it back. They will not take it back. That's insane. You can return pretty much anything in this world but a car. And I feel like that's because they want you to be trapped with that loan. No I can't even say it. You can't give it back, okay?
what I'm saying?
What is one bad financial decision that you're going to make in life?
Financing a vehicle, 0 down, just because I could. I walked in that I said, I want that car. He said, how much you putting down? I said, nothing. And he gave me them keys, and my APR went all the way up through the roof.
Bro, what's your APR?
Like 20%.
And what was that monthly payment looking like?
700.
700?
To this day, I've been paying for 3 years.
You've been 700 for 3 years on a car? What kind of car was this?
This is the Honda.
$700 a month. See, that's what I'm saying. Car notes are ridiculous these days. $700 for a Honda today? For what? Like, I understand a Mercedes or something or a Lexus, but for a Honda, and if you're able to do 0 down, then that usually means you have pretty decent credit. So imagine somebody that doesn't have decent credit and they put in the down payment down, and then the monthly payment is even higher. So he's not even understanding. Your mistake isn't going 0 down, because either way, I've heard in doing some research that them even asking us for a down payment is illegal. I read that somewhere, but they do it because we don't dig and learn the information. So we could just go along with everything. But I heard that somewhere several different times by several different people. But that wasn't the problem, brother. The problem was even signing up for a freaking Honda for $700, period.
Honda what?
Honda Civic Sport Touring.
What year?
2017.
What'd your parents have to say about that?
They just looked at me and was like, damn.
You regret it?
Hell yeah. I could have just got a used vehicle.
You got a luxury sports car.
Look, I could have got a Range Rover. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cool with my little Honda.
It's getting you around?
Yeah. They last a long time. My bulletproof.
Yeah.
Tough.
Okay, if you go back, what kind of car would you have really got in?
If I can go back knowing what I know now,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't even buy no car from the dealership. I'd probably just go get a used vehicle, used Honda or used Toyota, you know.
Like a beater?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Something
that could pay off?
Something I could pay off, something I could take care of, you know, like a little old Toyota, 2007, 2008, little Honda or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so how much are you paying with insurance then?
My insurance is $250.
So you dropped almost a band a
I'm
month?
paying a band a month, yeah.
$1,000 a month on a Honda. Ain't that insane? That doesn't make sense to me, and that is something I am not interested in. I don't care how much money I make. I don't know. I just don't want a car payment. But, I mean, I guess when you have endless money coming in, you know, or if you can afford it, then it really wouldn't matter, I guess. But all cars need worked on eventually, regardless if you're making a payment or not.
It's been 3 years, yeah. I got 2 more years to go.
And then it's completely paid
And
off?
it's paid off. Pink slip, yeah.
Man, it's kind of worth it, I guess.
I
You paid it off fast. I mean, you taking
It's
big
been
hits
3
every
years,
month.
yeah. I'm 24 years old now. I got this shit when I was like 20. So, yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's cool, though. It's cool. What about you, though?
What about me?
Like, what's the worst financial decision you've ever made?
Financing the car, too.
You didn't say shit? Yeah, man. It happens to all of us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except, this was M3, though.
Oh, damn. I'm f***ing up. I went Honda. Yeah, I'm going 700. How much you paying for your 1,000?
560.
God damn, I'm getting f***ed up out here, man. God.
He paying $560 for an M3, which I feel like is a BMW, but I don't know. I don't know for real. Either way, M3 sound much better than a freaking Honda, and he's paying less for that than that guy is. So that's crazy.
Damn, somebody come help me out. They save me, man. Damn.
Yeah, but if I could go back, I wouldn't have done. I would have waited.
You would have waited too?
Yeah. But I love the car though. It's about the miles per miles. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. My only had like 70,000. I'm at 80,000 now. I'm chilling, taking good.
So he bought that car at 70,000. He only got 80,000 miles on it. I don't think he said how much he paid in the beginning, like the full price, but that's crazy. Cause that's a lot of dang on miles. Although Hondas can go on forever.
Carry my.
Okay.
Biggest financial mistake that you could ever make in life is buying a car that you cannot afford. See, when we be talking about purchasing cars and, you know, financing vehicles, I think we be forgetting that the conversation is not really about the fact that a car is a depreciating asset. Because quite literally, people who finance vehicles are actually financing vehicles, paying the money to one day be the owner of the vehicle. Here's where the issue comes into play. When you go to that dealership or to that car lot, any type of car lot, you sign your life away to finance a vehicle. Don't even make it to the end of you finishing the last payment on the vehicle. That's where you got a problem. A vehicle is a vehicle. Any type of asset that you will have in life is going to require you to keep up with the maintenance. Half the things that we think are car problems and car issues are not really.
I think the definition of assets are being thrown around here. And when I used to study financial literacy, they say an asset is something that puts money into your pocket. So a house and a car aren't necessarily assets because they're taking money out of your pocket. Now, if you have a house that you're renting out, then that's potentially an asset because it's putting money in your pocket after you pay the mortgage. The renters pay you, you pay the mortgage, and you have a few dollars left over. Eventually, when your mortgage is paid off with that rental property, then you'll have all that money just going in your pocket. So that's an asset. But you paying for something out of your own pocket, it's not, and it's depreciating, is not an asset.
Issues. They're just routine maintenance that are just due at the most inconvenient time. But the issue is that people don't bring in enough money to afford the upkeep of the vehicles that they drive. So now you gotta juggle car payments, the car insurance, on top of the fact that at any given moment you could need 4 new tires. I don't mean one tire with a patch in it. I mean, you could literally need 4 new tires all in the same week. Considering the fact that the average American don't even got $1,000 saved up of money that they don't have to touch for bills, the biggest financial mistake that you could ever make in life is purchasing and financing a vehicle that you cannot afford.
Purchased my car 3 weeks ago. Now I can't see. That's why I'm taking forever to read. Now the transmission is slipping. I'm stuck with a $26,000 loan. See, and that's the thing that sucks, right? This is why I feel like I've never leased a car, but this is why I feel like leasing is okay. But then you can't drive wherever because there's only a certain amount of miles that you can drive before they start charging you. The car game is just a scam all around. And now they're trying to make it to where you can't even work on your own car. 2026 and on, you will not be able to work on your cars, the cars that come out, because they have like everything's locked down. And they have little special keys that you have to have. The dealerships only are going to have to unlock things to work on things. They're not selling parts. They're getting rid of parts. I seen a video where the lady and her husband went to go look for parts for their older car, and someone told them that the G-Mint was telling them to destroy all older car parts so people can't come and pick car parts to work on their own car. Isn't that crazy? That's how much control they want over us, is by not allowing us to work on our own cars. Crazy, right? But anyway, that's the crazy thing, right? You have a car payment, like the girl before was just saying, you aren't able to afford the upkeep of the car. So you end up having a car payment and having to fix the car. She got a $26,000 loan, still got to make that car payment, but then you got to get the transmission fixed. Who got money to do that? That's why leasing kind of makes more sense. You can have the up-to-date car, and something goes wrong, you take it back and they fix it. But then you never own a car though too. So maybe like have an older beater car and then a newer car that you lease, to where if anything goes wrong, you just take it back and get it fixed.
What is the number one wealth killer? Yeah, new cars. Car payments in general. So I made this video last year about the number one wealth killer that nobody talks about. In my opinion, I don't think anybody should ever buy a new car. If you're trying to be financially savvy, never buy new, because buying a new car is basically just throwing your money away to depreciation most of the time.
And how much are you losing once you drive the car off the lot?
Yeah, off the lot, depending on the model, 15%, 20% right off the top there. And then in the first 3 years, you typically lose 40% of the car's value. That's typical depreciation curves. Obviously, for some sports model cars, it could be a lot higher. For some cars that hold their value well, like I think a RAV4 holds their value really well, it might be lower, but on average about 40%.
So I'm assuming that you should buy used. You should also never lease a car, I'm assuming.
Leasing a car could be good depending on who you are, but you should almost try to always buy a car that's 3 years used. I found that that's the sweet spot, because if it's 3 years used, it still feels new. It probably has less than 30,000 miles on it, hopefully. And honestly, the models don't change that often, so people will just look at you and they're like, oh, he's driving a new car. And it'll save you so much money. So if you are going to buy a new car, make sure it's 3 years used, 4 years used, maybe certified pre-owned, and you'll save a bunch of money that way.
$87,000 is a lot of money to spend on a car, but that's how much a brand new truck costs. And if you're going to buy something, you might as well buy it brand new. Cause little secret girl, they don't make cars like they used to.
So if they don't make cars like they used to, why would I spend almost $100,000 on a brand new car? That don't make sense, girl. But the last guy made sense. Buy a car that's 3 years old so that you're not paying that much money. But she's talking about they don't make cars like they used to, so spend $100,000. Ma'am, you don't make sense.
But I do agree with you. I think that $87,000 is an insane amount of money to spend on a vehicle, and it will make me a literal driving target to get robbed. So,
girl, where you live at? To where? I guess you ain't got to live nowhere. Because here at our mall, I live in a big city, and in the mall, like in broad daylight, people are breaking into cars and stealing things. So I guess it doesn't matter where you are.
come with me to go back to the dealership to get my thousands of dollars of deposit back, because I'm not buying that truck. And to everybody that told me I wouldn't get my money back, let's see what happens when I get to the dealership. Yeah. And just like that, I got my money back.
Clearly, she didn't sign no papers. That's the only way I'm pretty sure you can get your money back, I think. But I did see a video before this that said how to get your money back for a car. So I don't know. Maybe she did something else.
The reality is you should not have to spend $87,000 to get a new reliable vehicle. And there are too many people that are struggling in the world to spend that kind of money on a vehicle and expect not to get robbed. The secretary at my kid's school told me that her sister-in-law bought a brand new truck, just like the one I was gonna get, put the tracker in it, and 3 days later, it got stolen at the mall. Because guess what, guys? The people who put the trackers in and the people who register the vehicles for licensing are selling the info to car thieves. So back to the drawing board, because I don't think I will be buying anything very expensive anytime soon.
See, I just said that, right? Cars get stolen and broken into at the mall all the time. I don't know. We just can't win out here, you know? And I think crime will only go up as the economy continues to go freaking crazy. Things are only going to get worse. So does that mean that you can't have the luxuries in life and you can't enjoy the things that you want because people are out here trying to rob and take your stuff? I don't know. Definitely got to be careful out here. But is it better to lease or to buy used and have to get it fixed every now and then? I don't know. Let me know down below if you would rather lease a car or buy used, or are you in the business of buying brand new? Because when you got money, you can do whatever you want. That's the problem. If everybody had money and nobody was struggling, everybody would be buying new and nobody would be complaining. But, you know, it's hard out here for a pimp. Everybody's struggling now, you know? So this is what you get. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Like my son told me when he was in kindergarten.